This is what I try to explain to people now. Even now, my dress code is executioner style. And I got that one day. One of my mans was fly as a motherfucker. He was out front. And he called me and said, they won't let me in. I said, nigga, you the flyest nigga in the city. What the fuck you mean they won't let you in? He said, I said, what you got on? He said, I got a seersucker suit on, but I got tennis shoes and a t-shirt underneath. So I'm on my way down. I'm mad as a motherfucker. I'm like, this nigga fly always. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I get downstairs. I'm going past, and I got this bum. Motherfucker got a suit hanging off below his thing. He got a spaghetti stain. He's just dirty. He really is a bum. And this nigga's in the club, and I'm like, how the fuck he get? I said, you let this nigga in, because I grabbed this nigga. I said, come here. I said, how the fuck did he get in? You gotta bring an example with him.
Hold on. You mean to tell me you grabbed the bag?
I grabbed this nigga, but that's, you don't know, Ray. I'm not having none of that.
Yeah, he's different.
I'm not having that. So I grabbed this nigga, and I bring him out. I said, how did this motherfucker get in? And you like this. You said no tennis shoes. I said, nigga, are you the dumbest? I said, but you know what? I said, we got to change this whole dress code thing because you can't say no t-shirts, no tennis shoes. I said, because this fly ass niggas that wear t-shirts, they done greased the body up, they done pressed the t-shirt, they look good as a motherfucker. Right. But then there's clown niggas that got on a suit or some clown wear and they done passed dress code and you got this nigga in and you got real niggas outside.
Yes.
But see, he proved the point, right? Because listen to what he's saying. What he's really saying is, when I say no whites and no sneakers, then it kind of opens it up. But when you got a person out front curating your shit, saying you can't come in, now you ain't got to worry about it. Yo, he got a baseball hat on. Nah, you wasn't selected, basically. Because you don't represent what we trying to do.
And that's what, so when I opened the park, I had love still. And, you know, I had the big black crowd over at Park. So I brought the white boy in from Vegas, and I said, we're going to tell everybody you own the park. And he bought all the greatest white people ever in that motherfucker. Except, I thought my bartenders and everybody was stealing my money. I said, where's the money at?
Pre-gaming.
I said,
I want to hear about this. Go. I want to hear about this.
They doing drugs. They not doing.
So when white people party, they're doing drugs. They're not drinking.
They doing drugs.
I never knew that.
My bathrooms is constantly full. and Ray, you don't know me, but I ain't had a drink in 40. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't know 10 words to any song and I ain't got no rhythm.
Yes.
Okay? It ain't no reason that I should be in there.
Lou Tucker's friend.
Stacks on deck, motherfucker wallet. Niggas got style and still don't know what style is.
Message. Peace, back with
another one.
On my installments, we had to do better. In that clip, you just heard Marc Barnes speaking to Ray Daniels about the dress code change. So it was probably in maybe 99, I believe 1999, DC Live opened up and then changed the dress code to the hard soles and the button down. I don't know if Marc Barnes had anything to do with that. I'm not too sure, so I don't want to misspeak or put out any false information. That's not my thing, but I digress. So when that happened, it was really in order to prevent what the quote-unquote riffraff and the people that were going to start the fights and things of that nature. Around that time, maybe 1997 or 98, I believe there was a club that named the Mirage that closed. That closed, and that's where a lot of the people, the quote-unquote bad behavior people would go. because I believe that they didn't really have a dress code. You could wear sweatpants and sneakers and everything in there. And then that shut down. And then the people that used to go to the Mirage started going to a place called the Ritz. Okay. And then I believe in 99 is when DC Live opened up. And DC Live kind of changed what the club scene was about in DC at that time. So I never liked it. I thought that it was corny that they were saying, oh, hard souls and button downs, because Obama can go get hard souls and button downs just like what he's saying and be up in there, while a cool individual or, you know, a dude that's on some player stuff can have on some sneakers but still be fly than the dude that has on the button down and the hard soles, and that person that has the button down and hard soles might be out to start a problem that night. So I'm glad that he had a revelation and that he noticed it. I mean, even though he noticed it with his friend, but it came to him to understand that it's not about just having those items on. It's about the mentality more than anything. Or it's really about the mentality, and it's also about being fly. Just because you have a button down and hard soles on doesn't mean that you fly. This is just my 2 cents added on.
Look, this is just free advice from me to you. You take it or you throw it away. It don't matter.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, peace.